Hello and welcome. It is 2:37 p.m. on Monday, the 15th of April 2024. Let's breathe. I just got the words the white whale. In Aboriginal language, he's called Migaloo. I really just wanted to share with you that I uploaded a session from this morning, and it is called Appreciation, as it is an MP3 file. It is on my web page, blueroom.org, and I will link it. I haven't figured yet out how to do podcasts on YouTube, and the energies are very intense, mixed, profound right now. And I've been listening to some astrological videos that share about the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, and I would say it is truly felt already. Fourteen 40 right now just got drawn to this number. Okay, I understand it is because Uranus is conjunct Jupiter in my personal chart, so meaning on my natal Jupiter. So this may be why I'm feeling this so strongly. And Uranus being the higher octave of Mercury, and okay, certainly astrology together with many of our understandings as came through in the earlier session, that we're moving out of duality. Okay, and we're having Neptune, Mars, and Saturn in Pisces, the very spiritual sign, and for those of us born with Pluto and Uranus opposite in Virgo, so it's obviously activating particularly the so Saturn is opposing Pluto, and Uranus. I am mentioning this because this is a generational opposition. Mars is opposing Pluto. No, excuse me. That's not true. That's, oh yes, the natal one. Okay, for those born with the Pluto-Uranus conjunction. These are those in the 60s, right, 60s. Okay, as the Venus, North Node, Chiron, Mercury, and the Sun are all in Aries. Plus, in my case, I have Chiron and Pisces, so I understand why I needed to do a second session today. It does support. Okay, and I understand why I had to speak out also. Okay, the moon is at this moment when I speak. Oh, and 22 degrees Cancer, which explains the strong energies as Uranus is at 21 degrees. Okay, and Jupiter at 20. So, okay, and we have, okay, okay. So the moon right now, okay, and just looking at Black Moon Lilith. Yeah, she is at 21 Virgo, which again connects to that. To that degree, I wish I would have more knowledge, and with this, I would like you to look at some of the leading astrologers on YouTube, particularly Pam and Heather, and I'm sure there's some other wonderful ones out there. Um, the reason I'm referring to them is they are one in Europe and one in the USA, and they have been around longer than I have, and their wisdom is very global, and they have a lot of subscribers, which does not mean others aren't as good. It is just that these two names come to mind. Okay, let's enter. Okay, I understand. Oh, so Neptune is prominent right now. Cetus the whale was mentioned. In the sky as and I was seeing white and blue, and I was getting the healing circle this I am as being in the waters. And for me, the constellation Pegasus and Equus and Monoceros. So this means the flying horse, the horse and the unicorn, but Pegasus is being part of Andromeda, and the whole water part of the sky. And even though Aquarius is an air sign, it is the water bearer. And in a way, that is our human vessel. It is holding a lot of fluids, and Neptune in the legend has got his water horses. And the horse standing for freedom, the flying horse standing for peace, and the Sabian symbol for 21 degrees. Where Uranus and Jupiter are meeting in Taurus is the flying dove above the troubled waters. So I feel I am very much being guided, even though my focus is on the equine. It is the flying horses, and standing for freedom, peace, and sovereignty. And the back of the skull that was ignited with the first session right now is, it always has been, but now the connection with the third eye is so strong. In fact, the third eye has three eyes. This is what I see on the one side, and there are 3 points on the back of the skull, and like a geometry, this goes through the third eye. So I'm seeing the inside and I'm seeing the outside of these lines, and the back of the skull, often referred to the mouth of God, Yes, of course, and the unicorn is not a corn, it meaning it's not a bone, it is, in my vision, an energetic one, and I'm not familiar with any whale having a blowhole, but dolphins have this. Could it be that there is something called a narwhal whale? Surely I am seeing a water animal that is a mammal and not a fish that has a unicorn-like horn or energy line. So I'm getting the word now well very strongly. I don't know what it is right now. My brain is so in the other world, so into the it feels as if I have no left brain left. In fact, I know maybe never had it, but it is obviously I am speaking, so it is all infused with this special plasma, special, let's call it embryonic fluid, and it seems the waters are being cleansed on Earth right now. The scene came up earlier. I'm aware of many geometric forms. I'm aware of okay, I understand. I was seeing all the time Sagittarius and Sirius the arrow, and I know my constellation, but now I understand the bow and the pointing is similar to the third eye and the unicorn and the whale's a third eye. I'm just gonna call it that way. I can't prove any of it. It's not important I do. It is just that our vision, our intuition, our guidance is being so focused right now. And that's where the healing is taking place, is in this part of the skull, or I should say, this Ajna chakra, which is the lot of energy being exchanged with that part of the anatomy, the human anatomy. Makes one feel very awake and as if, yeah, it's some release of, makes one quite a bit high, so it's light, okay, light that gets processed by the body, and it has a direct connection with the acupuncture point that is on the rib cage at that point. That is, I can't count any ribs, I'm sorry, I'm just feeling it is the point right where the heart chamber is. So still the bony part, but it is, I can see the word in front of me and I can't pronounce it. Should you hear any background noise, it is cat being asleep, and he's been lying there. So I've noticed that cat was very aware of the energies today. And so is resident pony. When I go still, I would like you to always breathe deeply into your center. So there are many things happening with our bones, particularly our rib cage, and so all mammals have 7 neck vertebrae, and they connect to the skull. And then there is a difference of 12, 13, or 17, 18, depending what species of spine. No, not spine, excuse me, of breast, chest, vertebrae. Then come 5 to 7 lower vertebrae, and then comes the hip bones that are fused, and then the tailbone, depending on what species. Okay. Maybe me not being able to connect to my knowledge here because I have studied that, it will inspire you to have a research on this. Maybe you're seeing different animals. The human blueprint, the blueprint of the water-living mammals in this case, where the cat, in my case, in your case, maybe dog, land living, maybe you have another pet, and then the horse standing, in this case, for the unicorn, and the flying Pegasus, the flying horse. To me, all three are one. They're not separate. So as horses are very psychic anyhow, you could say any horse is related to the flying, but also to the water because of the mer horses, the kelpies, the water spirits, the seahorse, even though that didn't come up yet. It may come up for you. I am in my own little world because I am focusing on what is being shared, because I have opened a healing circle, or I was asked to do this, and we don't need to have information explanation for all. We are in the realm of where energy is being formed. That is why the visuals may not be coming, and as more as we're expecting them, because the rules have changed and energy is manifesting straight away. So I'm sensing, seeing 3 areas of healing circle. The first one is crystalline and it's not quite ignited. The second one is white and the third one is blue, and yours may be different. Stick to yours, please. Always stick to yours. And white and blue is more fluid light, whereas the other one is very much like fluid crystal, plasma crystal, and it's kind of waiting to be ignited. So maybe the sun needs to shine on it or something needs to connect, but it is there. It seems to be knowing and knowledge. The German word for knowing is, for knowledge is Wissen, and for wisdom, Weisheit. Weiß von Wissen, but Weiß also from white, and so, and Heit is like it's an ending that is like describing a state. So, and then you have Wahrheit, which is truth. So, Wissen, Weisheit, Wahrheit, or with a W, all to do with water. But in English it is knowledge and knowing, which has a W too, but it starts with a K. So, and there's another knowing with a G. No, Gnosere, Gnosere, but Gnostic. Okay. And anyway, what it is trying to describe is the intuitive or inner knowing, or the knowing that it is all around, the knowingness, the know-how, but it's wisdom, it's experienced knowing, maybe in other dimensions and in other timelines and in other lifetimes, but there's definitely a merge happening of this right now. And there's an expansion of the higher heart, and that is often referred to as blue flame or the blue heart or the blue lotus. And In the end, the words do not matter. It is, yeah, the inert knowingness. And the winged animal beings refer to our wings, our wisdom, or if you want to say from the scapula down, it's to do with the energetic area of our anatomy in resonance to okay, getting images of phoenixes and then Icarus. It's obviously because we are set to fly or to be or to transmute into a new realm of beingness. And it seems our entire inner autonomy vessel is totally changed and totally purified and absolutely just filled with new energy that hasn't taken on form. This may explain why there was such a huge feeling of soul deep exhaustion. I have not listened to anybody else that is sharing their awareness. I may be able to do so. Right now, all I can feel is that the inner space of the body, including of the head and the heart, it is totally expanding. And the colors, again, of all shades of white and all shades of blue and all shades of crystalline structure, which somehow reminds me a lot of the painting I shared with you that has a lot of clear quartz, and it is a flying horse walking through water. It is totally clear that which word to use. We are in a new spectrum. I cannot use the word frequency because it does not exist there. It's too shallow a word, but I suppose to describe it in the old way, It is, we're raising frequency. It has been raised, and it's really so many things. Many things will change. What I mean is our archetypes will change, our astrology will change, our anatomy will change, and with this our understanding of medical or naturopathy will change. We'll be thinking and learning and feeling us, who we are. Each one is a we, and each one is an us, and in its totality. So seeing us more in a geometric shape field sense rather than, and not discussing individual organs but systems. So the connectedness of everything is going to be the focus. The connectedness in our anatomy. Okay. This is getting very expansive, and I am feeling guided to give us all the rest. At this moment, we are embodying the healing circle, or we are the who is in the circle to support our own self-healing together with all dimensions. And it includes all of our loved ones. It includes our places of residence. It includes our talents. It includes our neighborhood. It includes everything, really. So I'm not able to close this session. I would like to. Okay, the message is that this process is now ongoing, cannot be stopped by anything that may call themselves inorganic forces, or we may have referred to them as negatives. Such thing does not exist. The peace is unstoppable, and with this also the health and the best to do is to be in each moment and give yourself as much space, and don't overplan. Be in that moment. If there are responsibilities or important things that have to be done, focus on those, but give yourself as much time Give yourself the best rest, the best nutrition, the best whatever you're able to do wherever you are, if you can. Rest in the sun or in the water or take a shower or have special tea or anything that is in your vicinity and that you can support and nurture yourself with. I'm feeling profoundly cold, so it may be very emotional, even though each person is different. It may involve letting go of a lot of old paradigms in our ancestral lines, and it may involve contact in many different ways. Doesn't always have to be visual. Just be in that moment and honor your own individual process. Surely it's part of the whole because we are here on this earthship. Time is immaterial, it's racing, it seems, and the body has its own rhythm. I can only support you in, please follow your own nurturing guidance, and if that means it may be emotional, it is okay. Sometimes there are immediate shifts, and so do not let yourself get in any way pulled or pushed or held back, because everything can change in the next moment, in the next hour. This is just a snapshot, and in a way, Europe is in the sandwich of Australasia and the Americas, and so for some of you this is in the past, and for some of you this may be in the future, and for some of you it is yesterday, and for some of you it is tomorrow, and it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm leaving you with a beautiful blue petaled flower that is right in a heart, very dark blue one. And um, you may want to fall asleep, or you may want to nurture yourself in your way. And thank you for sharing. Okay, the energy is still there, but it is fading out a little bit, and I am allowed to let go while it is still going to go on in the background. So I deeply thank you for taking part. I absolutely honor, respect, appreciate anyone who listened. thus far, and I welcome any feedback if you feel to share. And this is Blue for blueroom.org, and I simply thank you for sharing. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, energies. Thank you. With kindness. Thank you. Silence. Thank you.